oh, that makes sense. Until you brought that up, I completely had no idea why I was sore.
What?
I literally had no idea. I was like,
oh,
I was like, do I keep on sleeping on my
4, 3, 2,
1? I was like, do I just keep on sleeping on my arm? Like,
because you arm wrestled.
I was arm wrestling.
Yeah,
a bunch.
Sure was.
It is astonishing to me because I know that this will come as a surprise to most people.
But I got hammered.
But I'm out of shape.
Oh.
Yeah, people don't know this about me. But currently, I'm out of shape. Which, my in shape isn't that in shape anyways.
Okay.
But when I realize that I'm out of shape, that I am physically breathing heavier after like 3 arm wrestling matches. Mm-hmm. Like an arm wrestling match you don't really do much.
No.
Some might even say you only move your arm.
Yep.
Which is a very small portion of your body. And that had me dying. Like to the point where like I was just like
yeah.
Like out of breath.
Yeah.
And not like a good out of like when I was out of breath like in football, I felt good about it. You know, I kind of like I even looked good because people were like, damn, he's trying hard. But when you get out of breath doing an arm wrestling,
was it obvious?
You look like I was talking to people and just like, hey, I need a second. Come on. And like it was clear as day. Yes.
Yeah, I guess I started that. I didn't mean to. I was just like, I wanted to just feel his power.
Yeah.
Our friend Dean Korber.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's the arm wrestling champ in the state.
It's not even just the power. He has good forearm strength.
Yeah.
But he has good technique.
I've always wanted to feel it, and he gave me like a taste, 25%, because I wasn't even going to try.
Yeah.
Even if I tried my hardest, there's no chance I was going to win.
No.
But I was like, I just want to feel what it feels like.
Yeah.
To be like put down by a man.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was just like...
It's just like a normal Friday for you.
It got into him, like, just teaching me, like, the ways how to, like, beat somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I guess, like, in his head, he was just trying to, like, teach me and be helpful.
Yeah.
But not really what I was going for. And then I walked away, and there was just, like, a huge... I mean, once guys start arm wrestling...
Oh, yeah.
It just gets... the testosterone just starts getting pumped.
I love it.
Competitive. People are, like, coming all in. They're like, oh, no, me, don't do me. I wanted to just feel the power. They wanted to feel the champions.
Yes.
They wanted to feel the taste of victory.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Sure.
I obviously went against Dean. I've never beaten Dean. Can't beat him. But I've given him good runs for his money. Lost to him. Ended up beating like 4, I think, people in a row.
Okay. And
then go against Adam. That's when I was really tired. He probably still would have beat me anyways because that guy's just...
athletic?
In shape.
Yep.
I'm not in shape, and that guy was. Mm-hmm. I also told him how to beat me beforehand.
Yeah.
So, like, I was explaining to everybody, like, how to play. So...
it's kind of like, would you take that $500K or have a conversation with Jay-Z? In that conversation with Jay-Z, he taught Adam how to beat you at arm wrestling.
Yeah.
You gave him the secret.
Oh, yeah. You gave him the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Because I love I watch arm wrestling videos. Like, okay. I don't know if Dean does, but, like, I legitimately, like, have... I know what you have to do to win.
Yeah. And
where the, like, victory comes in.
Okay.
I can't always put it to use because I'm not as strong as I once was.
Yeah.
If I was as strong as I used to be, I'd be a fucking...
Speaking of watching videos, you will just, like, decide to watch, like, magic videos.
Yeah.
Or arm wrestling videos.
Oh, yeah.
Here's another one. Poker videos.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on my poker play? A little bit better, right? Got a little bit better.
Yes and no.
Uh-huh. Winning stuff.
I do think that you got a little bit better.
Yeah. Started beating you guys. Started calling bluffs with good hands.
But there wasn't, like... That's like going up to the second stair, you know? Like, that's easy.
Yeah.
Once you get to, like, the 50th stair, then it's hard. But to improve from where you were, like, you were just splitting fucking tens every single time.
8 split city and tens.
I know.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Poker is fun.
I love poker.
I gotta say, when, like, That's the key to keeping me up.
Is poker.
Is something stimulating.
Yes.
So if we're playing games, I'll be awake and I can just keep drinking.
Oh yeah.
But if my mind starts getting like not activated and it's just like nothing, sleep.
Oh yeah. That night, man, those JMO ginger ales. So we go over by our buddy's house.
Sure.
And recently our thing is Jameson ginger ales.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Mixed drink is a mixed drink.
Yeah.
The issue comes from the JMO ginger ale cups.
Okay.
There's these cups that are
They're essentially this size.
almost, yes.
They're essentially this size.
Which, if for some reason you're the one person watching and not looking, it is almost as big as like a movie theater cup. Like one of those.
Yeah, like a
souvenir
large
cups.
gulp from a 7-Eleven or
Don't-
big gulp.
Don't put the Slurpee in the double gulp.
What is that? What's that quote?
There's this Indian guy screaming at this black guy filling up a double gulp with with the Slurpee, and he goes, "What's the problem? I always pay you for it." And he slaps it out of his hand. He goes, "You always do this," as if it's like a reoccurring thing.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, and it's just this big fat black guy and an Indian guy just screaming at each other in the gas station. Hilarious video. One of my favorites. I think it's staged.
Yeah.
I at first, like, when it's trimmed down, you go, this could be real. But then, like, there's, like, more to it. Like, the whole video just ends up, like, that's the funny part.
Yeah.
Is that you put the Slurpee in the double gulp, and then he, like, slaps it out of his hand. Then it goes more into it.
So we essentially do half and half with those cups
Yes.
with JMO and ginger ale.
And they light you up.
Yeah.
Put it this way.
Well, they taste good.
You do one of them, and you're done.
No, I had 2.
You're drunk after one. You're very drunk after one.
No, I'm fine.
No. You're hammered.
No, I'm not.
You have, like, legitimately passed out off of one.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, not lately. Lately, I've been fine. The last, well, if I'm playing cards, that's what the point of the cards is.
That was the last time.
Yeah, I was doing fine.
No, I mean the time before that, which was like the week before.
Yeah, you build up a tolerance. That's what happens.
Next time you might do 3, buddy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, how did you feel that next morning?
Fine.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I only had 2.
Yeah, I had 3 of those. I think I ripped a couple shots at.
I had to take a nap the next day, but like that's you know everything about naps.
Yeah.
Naps are your life.
Oh yeah, I live by naps. Mm-hmm. It's how I get by day in, day
Yeah.
out. Yeah. They're key.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that night wiped me out pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't even nap. I slept.
Um,
But I had gone out afterwards and like gone out. Not that it added that much more.
have you seen the movie Rounders?
No.
I mean, I don't know how you haven't. If you're such a big poker guy, Rounders is like the poker. It's like the poker movie.
I'm not that big of a poker.
Yeah, but
guy.
you like the conversation. You like the lingo, right?
I get into phases. That's like me.
Rounders is like a legit good poker movie where they're playing like proper.
Have you seen Now You See Me?
Yeah, but like
Have you seen Now You See Me too?
here's a better one. Here's a better example. If you're a baseball guy and you haven't seen Moneyball, that doesn't make sense because Moneyball is like a baseball movie.
Baseball sucks.
And
Moneyball sucks.
If you've
Fuck
seen,
Jonah Hill.
what do you think is?
We're beefing with Jonah Hill now.
If you've seen, okay, if you're a football guy and you haven't seen the movie Friday Night Lights, I think you're wrong.
You dug his grave.
Who?
Jonah Hill's. He's done.
Why? From what?
He's never working in this town again.
Because what?
Because he brought up Moneyball.
Moneyball's
and fuck Moneyball.
Moneyball's like
fuck Moneyball. Fuck Jonah Hill. Fuck baseball. Okay.
Do you see my points, or have you just on the fuck Jonah Hill thing?
Fuck Jonah Hill mainly.
You see, you
That's
saw Friday Night Lights with not the show, the movie.
No.
Yeah.
Never.
With Billy Bob Thornton.
The only movie that I watched that's football, Longest Yard.
You're a football guy. You like it?
Original.
Yeah.
Not the Adam Sandler version. The original.
So, in why people appreciate Rounders is like Edward Norton was a big poker guy. He would like go to like underground hall like rings where like celebrities played.
I like
and
that.
Like him and Matt Damon would go around before they did the movie to like for one, like fuck people up, and for two to like get it down and like be good for the movie.
And know like kind of kind of like know like the cadences and shit of like. Of
And they were like good. They would go to like celebrity poker games and like crush.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love to do one of those. Our biggest issue though is it's clear who the like two best poker guys are.
Yep.
It's me and T-Rock.
I'd put me in there as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There's 3 of the best poker guys.
Yeah.
We played with 4 people. There's one bad.
I would put myself in the top 3.
Yeah. And you got Mike.
Yeah.
Also not him.
You think he's bad?
No. I think that Mike's probably the 3rd best out of that group.
What the heck? In no particular order, I would put myself 3rd best.
Probably 4th best.
Maybe I could see an argument for 4th best. Yeah.
I like that you throw best in that sentence.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know who's better between me and T-Rog because we never play it out because I think that the most boring part of poker
Is the last bit?
is when it is one-on-one.
Sure.
Because it's just like stupid.
All in?
Yeah. Like this most recent time, I think I ended with just a little bit more chips than him and we just called it draw.
Mm-hmm.
Like we just don't play it out. Time before that came down to the same scenario. I think I had more chips then too.
Yeah.
It's just because I'll take people to town.
Yeah.
I'll run them up.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll get you.
It was a bit of good poker fun.
Yeah, we don't do any real money. We should start playing real money, huh?
Oh yeah. Well, that and also that T-Rod guy, he's so conservative in his play. Like that guy, each time that he's won,
Yeah.
he plays like a hand. Like that guy literally only played one hand.
Maybe I should just do that. Just keep, folding.
Yeah.
Well, here's, so I was winning, right?
Yes.
I was winning for the majority. And then when a couple Jamesons start throwing those back.
Yeah.
And then I would fold a hand, and then you guys would be like, come on, you going to play this one? And I knew I was going to lose.
I never told you that.
Yeah, but the other 2 people would say,
T-Rog would go,
come on, you're not going to play that?
And he'd get you in.
I had already folded.
Yeah.
Already folded. And sometimes I think people would look at the cards, and then I'd bring them back.
I don't think that. No, it was just that you clearly folded on the blind.
Yeah.
So like you clearly got nothing.
Yeah.
And you then get into a all-in scenario where I get Mike all in,
and I would also all in.
I have 3 aces.
Sure.
And you're just like, I got nothing. And you throw it. I knew that you had nothing. When that hand was happening and you were calling,
Yeah.
I didn't make eye contact with you once because there was no point to. I knew that you were out of it beforehand, and I don't know why you played to the flop.
I liked when I had a good hand.
Mm-hmm.
I think I ended up getting triples on the hand or something, and I knew I had it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think you were either bluffing or had like 2 pair, right? You were wearing the hat.
Yeah.
So
that was when I was bluffing.
So your eye line wasn't caught with anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, it really made me laugh so much
so good.
to fake the poker player.
Oh yeah. Well, it was mine was ironic. Like
Well, yeah, I know.
Like I also not only that I pulled my hat all the way down so it covered up my eyebrows fully, and I like kept my hat down the entire time.
Your chin was touching your chest.
Yes, and
the whole time.
The entire time, pretty much the brim of my hat was hitting the table.
I hate when you because every now and then I'll watch poker players. I hate the losers that are doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the point? Like,
and they're always dorky looking.
Yes.
You know what? You know what they also have? They're also, this will be a kind of a shot at you because you were this fucking weirdo.
Go for it.
They have the glasses that tint themselves.
That's not a shot at me.
That's a shot at you because you had those glasses.
If you, I had those glasses when I was fucking 11.
Yeah.
I'm not still wearing them.
But still, like, if you have
those guys are still wearing them.
Yeah, they're still wearing them. You're not that much different.
Yes, I am.
You were told, and you're like, okay, I guess I won't wear them. No
You're
more.
right. Nowadays, I was like, fuck. I guess because I was gonna get them.
I know
today.
I know.
If it wasn't for this,
I know. Yeah. I mean,
that's the new quote. He's finally got his own quote. I mean, it's taken a while where he's actually made a saying. We'll get to that when you want to do it now.
Why was that a thing? Because I get it. I forgot what you said, but he attacked you this weekend, and he was like, "Where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that from?" And then he goes, "That was James."
Oh.
Has that been a recent discussion of your guys's or something?
No.
Really?
No. I'm just memeing.
Yeah.
Something along those lines, right?
Yeah, I'm just memeing.
Yeah.
Which is just like a quote, which I wasn't doing
We
that.
don't even say it that often.
Yeah.
I just said it in the situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he like attacked you. So, but like, have you guys been talking about quotes or like?
Well, it's because the what the heck gets debated so often, right?
Yes.
And then also
that's so crazy that he thinks.
Right. So I think he just wants credit
Especially
for something.
when I started.
I know.
Because, you know.
And it's clear.
Yeah, it's clear as day.
Yeah,
Sure. The what the heck.
I know.
I do like using that one.
I like when people who aren't in, like, the fellas, because the fellas will use it all the time. I like when the girls start using it.
Oh, yeah.
Not my girlfriend, not any of our girlfriends. One of our friends that is a girl. I'll just name her DP because that's her initials.
Yeah.
She was using it, and I was like, oh, that's funny.
I also like it because when you say it at somebody, I don't know what it is about that saying, but you'll say, what the heck? And it makes them right across from you. You say, what the heck? And then they immediately say right back at you.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, I don't know.
It's almost childish, right?
Yeah.
When you go, what the heck?
What the heck?
And then they go, yeah, what the heck? Yeah, what is this? What is going on here?
What the heck is that going on out
Yeah.
there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we
but our friend whose thought made up that saying, he, should I premise it? Do you want me to do it? We were at...
So we have a surprise birthday party for Tyler Pfeffer, one of our previous guests on here. And we're just hanging out, and we're all waiting on the surprise. Beforehand, this friend of ours, T-Rog, if he's had multiple times where if there's more than one thing going on,
if there's a second location he has to go to,
him and his girlfriend Beth just will not go.
They're not making it.
They are done. They're donezo. They missed my birthday party, mine. Who
they usually get too drunk to go to the next occasion,
not
or
to
they're
play this card. But I'm closer with them even
than the event that they are first at.
Than they are with even Pfeffer.
Yeah.
And they went to this thing.
Yeah, you play those cards pretty constantly.
Oh, yeah.
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 Not that I play these cards all the time, but let's make it about me.
And even the person that they were with both times that they make plans on the same day, closer than that guy, too. Mm-hmm. But we think immediately, unanimously in the car.
Oh yeah, they're not making it. Yeah, because not only is it like, it's not even just like a casual thing. It's like a heavy drinking event.
They went bar up and down.
Yeah.
Early in the morning.
Yeah, they start drinking at noon.
Yeah.
No chance. They got to get to the party by 7.
Yes, they've been drinking for 7 hours.
Yeah.
This guy and Beth and then also the other girlfriend.
Yeah.
They come in, Beth and Danielle. I'm going to say her name.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't care about pussyfooting around.
Yeah.
They both walk in, and they immediately storm up to you. Mm-hmm. And we're like, what the heck? And Beth immediately tells you, you got to control that guy. Second later, he's just fucking stumbling. Sweaty.
Hair messed up. His hair's not hard to mess up, but it's messed up.
When he's fucked up, it's always messed up. Like his hair somehow gets like greasier when he gets drunk.
And he has dead eyes.
Yes, you call them DUIs.
Yeah, the DUIs.
Yeah, it's a nice play on joke.
Yeah,
a pun, as they say. And he just is immediately fucked up. Nobody's there yet because we had just gotten to the surprise party. Nobody's on his level. And it's
no, I mean, to everybody at the party, nobody's aware that there's like a drinking event going on, and everybody's like just starting to drink.
Yes,
he's already plastered.
Yeah, we're getting our first drink.
So it's like if some people are a little bit noticing it, they're like, "Oh, is that guy hammered?" him and I key in on it immediately because we know who this is. And we just start laughing. Like, we're loud. And if people aren't aware, they are after us.
Well, it was real funny because when we start, like, cracking up, like, we're like heartily laughing.
Because this is not only our, like, friends here, but, like, our friends' parents are here.
Family members.
Like, aunts, uncles, grandparents. Like, I know we're at a bar, but, like... it's more of a low key kind of a situation.
At this point in the night, it's for sure more low key.
Definitely at this point.
And because we're screaming of laughter, every person in that back area where we're like waiting for the surprise party turn and look at us, and they go, and you suddenly see this point of realization where he becomes like this animal. Like,
well, yeah, he knows that he's like
he's like a zoo animal at this point, and everybody then turns back and looks at him, and he's just sweating. He's like, and then he storms on over by it.
One of our friends, David, is like, "Is he really hammered?" And I was like, "He's plastered."
Yeah, and he comes over by us, and I'm just screaming at this guy, "Dude, you look like shit."
And from there on out, and from any time you talk to him in any sense, his only response generally is, I know.
Like, we tried to tell him that he's causing a mistake, and he go, I know.
You can't sleep. I know.
He was really fucked up.
Yeah, and you can't be talking to that grandmother. I know.
But he wanted to make it seem like he was self-aware. But he was.
Right. It was him. It's literally exactly that. Him trying to be self-aware, pretending that he is by saying, I know.
And he was so unself-aware. So,
I mean, he's hammered.
He's there before. We're waiting on the surprise.
Yeah.
Shout out to Peggy Pfeffer.
Sure. Hey, Peggy.
Yeah, Peggy.
Yeah, she might be
Peggy
watching.
Peggy got Pfeff. Pfeff got. He came in, got surprised. He pissed himself. He cried.
Yeah, he was so happy.
Scared.
Oh, and scared.
Scared too. A little bit horny as well. He was.
Sure.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah.
And as soon as he walks in, Pfeff walks in. He's like, "Oh, what the heck? You guys got me so good." Immediately, T-Rog screams, "Show us your cock!"
Yeah.
Across. He goes, cock, as if people are also chanting with him.
Yeah.
He's the only person screaming at that.
Yeah.
We're all just like, giving like a round of applause.
I know. To the left and right is both of his grandparents. And then right in the center, Tyler Rogney yelling cock.
No, he does that from afar.
Oh, okay.
And then everybody goes up and says hi. But like his family first.
Oh, sure.
So like none of the friends, even like me, you, Brandon, like people that should just like go up and say what's up to Pfeff right away. We're giving like the family like their second.
Oh yeah, I gave everybody time because I feel like, I mean, I saw him the night before. I don't need to.
Oh yeah, it's like whatever.
It's literally more for everybody else than it is us.
But like obviously the family's going to say hi first.
Yes.
Family's saying hi, and T-Rog is in his ear.
Yeah.
Penis, just chanting it. And it's like his grandmother's right there, his uncles, all of them are just like standing there.
And so because we're at a bar, he is unaware that the reason why we are at this bar is not because it's just some random place. It's owned by like family friends of Tyler Pfeffer.
Yes.
So in our friend Tyler Rogney's mind, he's thinking we're just at a bar.
Yeah.
He's not aware that like everybody at the bar.
He didn't know that.
He must have not. Yeah. Right? That we're literally at this bar filled with like relatives for Tyler Pfeffer.
Yes.
And why on earth, like why would you ever penis.
Show us your cock. And he's just chanting it.
It's 7 p.m. I mean, it is on a Saturday, right?
And like, I'll say one thing.
Sure.
Grandmas don't go underneath the radar. Mm-hmm. Grandmas, you can tell that's somebody's grandma.
Honestly, I don't even remember seeing her.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't go, oh, is that person? No, I immediately go, oh, that's Pfeff's grandmother. Like, that's not like a question in my mind.
Sure.
He's standing right next to her, screaming, penis.
Yeah.
He had no idea that he did that at all.
Yeah.
that goes on. As I previously stated in the other podcast, me and T-Rod currently have this game going on. It's where we punch each other in the ribs. Mm-hmm. And which I find out is very funny because throughout this week, I've just been getting talked to about that.
Who's been talking to you about it?
Like Carly Wadawa was like, yeah, Trevor and Reagan were talking about how you were just whamming him in the ribs. And then come to find out, like, everybody's telling him to stick up for himself. That guy punched me in the ribs 3 times before I punched him. But everybody saw me punch him in the ribs.
Mm-hmm. You're really not explaining it well. You have this game where when the other person isn't looking, you guys both wind up and punch. Maybe you don't punch as hard as you can, but he definitely does.
Yes.
In the ribs, and then you say, whammed ya.
Whammed ya. Yeah.
And if you're talking to somebody, again, it's like usually around family members.
Oh, yeah.
Now, these people, they all saw you hit him in the ribs a couple times, maybe 3 or 4 times.
Oh, yeah. But he doubled up my numbers that night.
That's what I keep hearing.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I only saw I think I saw 1 for 1. I never saw the amount that.
Oh,
I'm sure it was more. I'm sure it was more even.
Because you started avoiding me.
Yes.
And every time that he did it strategically. He always got me upstairs.
Yeah.
Whenever I was sitting on the couch, and I'm always, you know me, I'm distracted by Brian.
Yeah.
At all times, if Brian's there, I'm distracted.
Yep.
So he caught me a bunch, but I start up that. He comes up and he fake gives me one and he touches me. And I go, David, you saw it.
Yeah.
He doesn't even punch me. He does touch me. I go, you're in now. Because he's been trying to get out of the game.
Uh-huh.
But I'm keeping him in the
once
game.
Once you're in the game, you can't get out.
You can't get out. Mm-hmm. You can't get out. Mm-hmm. So he's not paying attention. I wham him. I get him. That gets in his mind. But he's really fucked up at this point. So I'm over by Fef's family talking to him a bunch. And at some point, T-Rock sneaks over and he gets my attention. I turn around. He's standing behind one of Pfeffer's uncles.
The oldest one.
The oldest one.
Probably in his 60s?
I don't know.
Probably. I mean, if he's older than Keith, then he's probably in his 60s, and Keith is in his 50s.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't know ages.
Probably in his 60s.
Yeah.
60-year-old man.
And he's standing right behind him, giving a fake wind-up. Like he's going...
Yeah. Like he's Donkey Kong in Super Smash Bros.
Yes. And he goes, I'm going to wham him. And like... all the other uncles, I'm pretty close. He
could have said it to any uncle there, and they would have probably rolled with the punches and laughed.
Yeah,
this guy's not one for partying.
I don't know if just mainly I'm not as close with that guy.
Oh well, we don't know him.
Yeah,
we know the other uncles more.
Yes. So they know. Oh, James, that guy's crazy. Him doing something like that makes sense. Mm-hmm. T-Rog doing it. It's friends with James, probably. Same way, crazy. And he's just going, I'm going to wham him.
Yeah.
He's mouthing it to me.
I'm going to wham him.
And then the uncle turns around and sees him.
Winding up for a punch?
I immediately go, I'm not dealing with this. So I don't even know how that played out afterwards. Yeah. He comes back over 2 minutes, 3 minutes later. Immediately, I left that situation to tell you about him, everything that he did. He bumped into a girl and said, I don't give a fuck about her.
Yeah.
And
he's really just
being a menace.
Yeah, he's really causing turmoil and trouble every step of the way. He was caught off 3 or 4 times where I would grab a beer out of him and I told him, I was like, hey, this Miller Lite beer bottle is black or brown. Just keep just nurse this, pretend like you're drinking it the whole time. And then, he would come back 5 or 10 minutes later with a new beer in his hand and then shake it.
Yeah.
I
got one.
He's playing keep away. I was like...
But to be fair, he was kind of playing keep away. Because after I told you that, you end up getting into a long discussion about how he's causing a scene and this and that. I walk away, come back 5 minutes later. You guys are still going at it. And you go, hey, James, do you think that he's causing a scene? I go, yeah, of course. And I give you a quick answer. I'm trying to just walk to another part of the bar.
Yeah.
And you go,
I grab you on the back.
Grab me by back and try
To shuffle you in there?
to shuffle me in there.
To like tag out.
So that way you can tag out and not be a part of the conversation. I said, hey, that's not happening.
I know. Of all the people who should have been dealing with him, all three of us tagged out. His girlfriend and us two.
Yes.
So he just kept getting like let loose.
Oh, yeah. And me, I gave less of a fuck because usually that's me.
Sure.
And later that night, it was me.
Yeah.
I get to that level. I cause the scenes in front of family members.
Yeah.
Who have you.
What did you do later?
Huh? Oh, I just got drunk.
But nothing crazy happened?
No, nothing crazy. But, yeah, so I wanted to get that guy drunk, like to the point where I go, let's get a round of shots. T-Rog, you in?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, I'll take one. And you, Mike, and Beth would just be like, no, James, what the? And then Mike even was like, hey, man, I'll do a shot with you. And I was like, that's fine. We can get 3 shots. Me, you, and Tyler. And everybody was trying to take him out of the shots. Mm-hmm. He never ended up taking a shot with me. I got him a couple beers. But he'd also shake the beers in my... Like, I'd get him a beer, and he'd shake one in my face later. But yours, it made sense, because he shook it in your face, because earlier that day, he grabbed a beer out of your hand, started drinking it like he does. Whenever he steals somebody's beer, he starts drinking it real fast.
Yeah.
You guys actually got into a pull and tug match on a bottle of beer.
For a couple beers?
Yeah. You guys are going back and forth. I legit thought at one of the times you were just going right behind you and it hit somebody in the head.
Yeah, I'm not like you. I'm not going to hit a woman in the head with a beer.
Well, you guys were playing tug of war with a fucking
We were going to be fine. I had it handled.
You guys were not fine.
I got it.
One of those guys was ready to wham just anybody at any point. So you guys were not fine.
I handled it.
And then that happened multiple times.
Yeah. Sure. Ultimately, nothing crazy really happened, just besides the stuff that we said. Yeah. And then he went home early. He got a ride home.
I mean, he didn't go home that early.
They went home like an hour before I did.
Yeah, but you guys were trying to send him like home, like right as he got there.
Well, he did initially when he got there. He set up 3, chair tables and used them as like to sleep. And he like definitely put his eyes down, and I was like, "Hey man, you definitely cannot. It is 7 p.m. You cannot be sleeping in this bar."
That's good.
So around that time, I tried to send him out, but like he made it.
I know.
The last thing I'll say about it is that quote. When you're at a bar, you hear like murmurs of talking. I mean, like it's just like indistinguishable like chatter between everybody, except for the "I know." You just kept hearing it across. He would say it to like his girlfriend. He would say it to like other friends of ours. I know.
Well, what it was because you heard the "I know," and immediately you knew that somebody was telling him that he was doing something wrong.
Yeah.
So the amount that you heard "I know" was just you realizing, oh, he's also fucked up again. He's done something.
Yeah.
Which that guy the entire time didn't think that he fucked up, to the point where he was like, yeah, I crawled into bed and thought that he was just fine. And Beth goes, you are not sleeping in this bed.
Yeah.
And he got kicked out of bed.
Yeah, that's funny.
And he was just so fucked up that he didn't even know that he had fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was good stuff. It is now football season.
Okay.
And our buddy Tyler Rogney has Red Zone.
Oh yeah.
Which this is the first time ever.
Sure.
Today, guess what I don't give a fuck about?
The Packer game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually care so little about it.
Sure. Me too. Literally me too.
Usually
I'm gonna watch it.
You're going me too me right now.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Me as well.
I typically only cared about football for the Packer game. Like after high school, like I'd care a little bit about the Packer game. Before that, I'd watch more football. But right now, yesterday, I was excited about watching, even though I came late, I was excited about watching Red Zone. And it's just nonstop action.
We talked about it already, but it's just like, hey man, what are you doing for the next 7 hours?
Yeah.
Nonstop football.
Yes.
It's literally, it starts at noon and it does not stop at all until 6:20.
Yeah.
An hour before, guess what? The primetime game.
There's like a chance that everything's at halftime at once.
Yes,
which is
but you know what
rare.
Very rare. And then what it is, you just have him talking about like incredible
Big
plays.
Yeah.
And they already have it primed and ready to go. I have no idea on a production level how they like, because like 7 or 8 games are going at the same time.
Yeah.
And you have one commentator bouncing to every game, and he's understanding like the dynamics of each game within it.
You like that guy?
I don't know how he does it.
You love him?
When I'm watching,
You love him?
I love him.
Yeah.
When I'm watching sports at home, and I have the ability to change back and forth between games with a remote, even like it's just so easy to forget that you have another game.
Oh,
How often have you done that? Where you're just watching something and like you just don't want to watch commercials, so you flip.
Yep.
How often do you just find yourself watching commercials and go, oh fuck the other thing?
Yeah.
I know it's their job.
Yep.
It makes sense.
Oh yeah.
But they are on it.
And not only that,
Between play to play.
and not only that, the part that you're not even emphasizing is that we're only watching important plays too.
Yes.
Like
They switch it to other important plays.
they are in the red zone. It's not only that we don't have any downtime.
Yeah.
We're watching score and drive after score and drive after score and drive.
It's like,
Up until this year, I didn't even know this many touchdowns were scored.
it's crazy,
I
right?
thought at most in a Sunday there'd be like 4 touchdowns.
Right.
Didn't know that. There's more than 4 touchdowns.
How crazy is it that, okay, as soon as, let's say it goes to a play, right?
Yep.
I'll be like in the importance of the game.
Yep.
And then it'll go flag, right?
Mm-hmm.
And typically when you're watching football, you're like, all right, now we gotta like, what's this flag about? Or like, what's gonna happen? The commentator will jump on, that's gonna be a flag for this, and then he cuts immediately, right? So you don't even have like, you're like, I know as a football fan what the flags. It's gonna be for holding, because
Yes.
I know what it is.
Oh yeah.
Because just like based on the designs of the play, but like I don't have the instinct to go like switch it now, but
Yep.
they do.
Oh yeah.
And then they go, all right, we'll cut back to this. And if they get it wrong, they'll say it over the commentating, so like it catches you up, and you're in the whole time. You never want to get up ever.
Yeah.
It's the best thing
I walked into the.
of all sports.
So yesterday, I.
Minus like everything else, I'll say it's the best.
Oh yeah. I showed up late because I just didn't get your FaceTimes.
It's a weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, it's strange.
And so I showed up late. Immediately walk into the house, throw open our buddy's cupboard, grab his chips out of his cupboard, walk in with just some chips in my hand, ready to go. Just watch it immediately.
When you showed up, we were I was with Tyler Rogney discussing his like antics the night before with him.
Yes.
And it was just him and I. For a while, he was just wearing boxers on the couch
Yep.
with a shirt on.
Oh yeah.
And his fiance was going dress shopping.
Yep.
So one of her bridesmaids' boyfriends was supposed to come later. I don't know why, but he was just like, girls are going dress shopping, go hang out with the fellas, right?
Yep.
So he was getting thrown on us.
Mm-hmm.
And Tyler was like, oh, it's probably him, right? He did not know you were coming. And you don't have a car, right?
Yep.
So when you showed up, it was a huge surprise. And he was like, what is going on? He did not expect you to walk through that door.
Oh,
and then the fella never showed up.
Yeah.
So it was just us three watching Red Zone for like 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you missed about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Because I got there around 1.
Which was some good stuff. I missed some good stuff.
Yeah, you missed the endings of the first games.
I missed an hour and a half. I mean, that's just missing an hour and a half of Red Zone. Missing good stuff is just missing an hour and a half.
I know.
Of Red Zone.
Literally, it's always compelling.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst that it gets is 4 out of like the 6 games are already at halftime, or so 5 of the 6 games, right?
Yeah.
So what you have to do is now just watch the last
Forced to watch
the last drive of the last game, which is like still pretty good.
Oh yeah.
And then it cuts it. God, I every week we got to just like sell Red Zone.
Yeah.
It's so good it makes me want to get cable, even though it's like gonna be like $280.
Yeah.
It's
definitely not worth it.
No, but it is.
But Red Zone,
Yes.
it makes it intriguing.
It's the best.
It's like throwing a nice little bow on a piece of shit, you know? Because like cable is shit. Who gives
I know.
Like, you could just have streaming services for cheaper.
We're literally not that far away from a...
Put the red zone.
Cable is basically becoming as like, or this, all the streaming services combined are basically getting to the price of cable that like it's becoming stupid.
Yeah.
But I'm still not buying cable.
No, fuck that shit.
Right before this, I wanted to talk about this TikTok I seen. Well, two things. No, two things.
Okay.
Here is a TikTok joke. It was in this overall video, but there was this one line that I really liked, and I'm gonna do it for you because I think you'll like it. Maybe you've already heard it, but I don't care. What is your favorite type of milk?
2%.
Mine's breast milk. I liked that so much. I don't know why. I just never thought of
Well, that's a joke that I tell on stream all the time.
that. Like my favorite.
No,
Wait, you have
no.
2% milk?
No, I go, I just need me an e-girl that produces 2% milk.
Oh, so that's kind of the flip of it.
Yeah, I've said that joke for a long time.
It's so. I don't know. It just caught me.
Because
Favorite type of milk? Breast or skim? Like it's just. I don't know. I liked it. I just like it.
that one's easy.
I know it is, but sometimes easy jokes get you.
Oh, yeah.
And I just wanted to appreciate it. I can't remember who said it. It was in a TikTok. And it was like in a compilation of all this guy getting asked questions of just saying the wrong answers.
Yeah.
And like favorite type of milk, breast. Anywho, other TikTok I wanted to bring up was, so there's a show on Apple. It's like the Apple streaming service. I think it's Apple TV.
Okay.
It's not gonna get. Oh, it might give me to get Apple TV, another streaming service. Do you know what the show is?
No.
It is the one show that is actually like compelling me to get the service. It's Ted Lasso.
Okay.
So it's Jason Sudeikis. You know him.
All right.
He's the main character, and I'm pretty sure he's like a football coach
Oh,
or a soccer coach.
is that the one where they're talking about it's like a black guy and then a French guy?
I don't know. It just won a ton of Emmys last night, right? Okay. And I've been hearing about it constantly. And it's on Apple's service.
Is that one guy in it that blows shit up in like every movie that he's in?
Potentially.
What's that guy's name? Do you know what the guy's name is? Danny McBride. Is Danny McBride in it?
He might. Literally, all I've said about it is what I've known.
Okay.
Right. So the reason why I bring it up is that's why people have been talking about Jason Sudeikis lately.
Okay.
Do you know his previous fiance Olivia Wilde?
Oh, they're not together anymore?
They're not.
Really?
But you know her, right?
Yes.
So obviously Jason Sudeikis is a comedian from SNL, right?
Okay.
Good looking fella, fine looking, but like he's not like a Zac Efron type.
Yeah.
Olivia Wilde, you would say, is pretty hot.
Very hot.
Hot girl.
Oh, yeah.
So I've watched, apparently, so they broke up a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have kids together.
News to me.
Okay. Have you ever seen the movie Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Yes.
You know the premise?
Yes.
Schlubby, Jason Segel,
Yep.
dating hot
Yep.
Dak Shepard's girlfriend.
Yep.
Or wife, can't remember her name.
Yeah.
They break up. She starts dating
Russell Crowe.
Russell Brand. And then they end up going on vacation together, right?
Yeah.
And now Jason Segel is in this horrible situation where she's like banging young British pop star.
Yep.
During the pandemic, apparently, when Jason Sudeikis was filming Ted Lasso,
Mm-hmm.
they're broken up. But he decided, you know what, for our kid's sake or whatever, I'll quarantine with you. Who do you think Olivia Wilde started dating?
I think I do know this. Hold on. Has there been context clues in this?
Yes.
Okay. Then that throws my answer out.
Okay, say who your answer was, and then I'll tell you who it
I was
was.
going to say Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
Because his name is Russell?
No, I thought that I saw that they were dating somewhere. And then you told me that there was context clues. And I was like, Russell Wilson wasn't in the story at all.
So Russell Brand is a British pop star.
Yes.
Olivia Wilde started dating Harry Styles.
Okay.
And, like, essentially this TikTok is saying, I kind of getting freaking Sarah Marshall vibes because they quarantined in London.
Oh.
So he, like, not that Harry Styles is also living with them, but I'm sure periodically he's coming in to bang the shit out of her while Jason Sudeikis is there.
Oh, yeah.
So it is funny to think about, right?
Oh, yeah.
Poor Jason Sudeikis. When they broke up initially, people were not saying poor Jason Sudeikis.
No?
No.
Was he a bad guy?
Jason Sudeikis?
Yeah, in the relationship. Was he like mean to her?
I have no idea.
Don't hurt her.
No. The reason why I'm bringing it up, nothing that he's done wrong on paper that I've can see.
Okay.
But right after the engagement broke off,
okay,
didn't do too bad for himself.
Oh, who do you get?
I don't know her, but you give her a Goog, and she all of a sudden is.
Don't worry, I already have Jason Sudeikis pulled up. So
Google Jason Sudeikis' girlfriend for a second.
Girlfriend.
So all the TikTok comments were like, "Oh, poor Jason. Like I feel so bad for him. I feel so bad for him." Did you pull her up?
Keely Hazel?
Something like that. Yeah. Give her Instagram a quick look.
Let me just do images.
Go images. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, what you think?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, didn't do bad.
That being said, Olivia Wilde might be like one of the hottest women alive.
Sure. Yeah, but
that girl also one of the hottest women alive.
He did okay.
How does this guy? Is he a heartthrob? Is this?
Yes.
Guy, this guy's a heartthrob.
I've heard. So I am not to say I'm a huge Jason Sudeikis fan. Like I'm not like a.
I'm a Jason Sudeikis fan too. Don't get me wrong. But
kind of like the Norm thing.
Yeah.
As the week has gone on, I've learned that I'm a way bigger Norm fan than I would know. I think I'm just a huge comedy fan. So I constantly, even if I'm not like, if I consider like Louis C.K. and like Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, some of my all-time favorites.
Yep.
Those are my number ones.
Okay.
Norm isn't my like all-time. He's not right in there.
Yeah.
But I know more about like Norm Macdonald than probably any random person. Oh, Same thing with the Jason Sudeikis. So I'd heard an interview of Olivia Wilde talking about how he like approached her and how he got. I'm pretty sure he's just a charming as fuck.
Okay.
And just crushes.
I could see that.
See, he was Olivia Wilde was telling Howard Stern, about what happened. I guess they were like at like this like Hollywood type party where she's constantly used to like getting. I mean, she's hot as shit, right? So she's getting like male attention, like
Harvey Weinstein, the entire time.
Sometimes I say things, and then the things you say add so little they add so little to the conversation that I just have to ignore them.
Yeah. I just try to complete your sentences.
I'm saying Ted Bundy.
Yeah, well, she's getting Harvey Weinstein at these Hollywood
She's
parties.
not getting raped. I'm saying she's just. So I guess Jason Sudeikis went up to her and was like, "Whatever you think you need, it's not this," and then he walked away. And then that stuck in her mind for like months.
Okay.
Where she just started like constantly asking about him until like one day like he was like he got her number and was like, "Let me take you on a date." And then they went on like plenty of dates before he even like tried to kiss her. And Howard Stern was like, "Who the fuck is this guy? Like, who does he think he is?" And then like I think he just crushes. Like I don't know what I don't know how. Like, would you be able to do that?
No.
Neither would I.
You know what I would
What
do?
kind of a fucking line is that?
If I saw her say, I'm Jason Sudeikis, right?
Yeah.
I'm at a Hollywood party. I see Olivia Wilde.
Yeah.
Hot as fuck she is, right? Me, I'm whatever.
Sure.
Him. Like, right, if I was in, am I Jason Sudeikis? Like, do I look like him? Or
No,
am
you are. You are. I'll tell you.
Am I me?
No, I'll tell you who you are.
Okay.
I'll tell you who you are. You are the version of James that got invited to that party. So whatever it takes for your version of you to get there, you're that version.
Okay, so I was there. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I look like I do.
Well, who knows? Because Hollywood James could be
Fatter, skinnier, who knows?
who knows?
Yeah.
So make the decision. Where are you? What do you think you are?
I think I look pretty much like what I look like.
so I look exactly the same.
yeah. So
Sure.
like, what I would probably do is I see her there, right? She's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm hot as fuck.
Okay.
Because clearly.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I'd go say she's at the bar. I'd go right behind her.
Yeah.
Find her on Facebook. Message her and say, hey, do you want a drink?
And then I would notice that she wasn't reading it, and then realize I've been here for too long, and I'd leave the party.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd work.
I did not only do I think it'd work, I think you would end up like getting cucked by Harry Styles, but you'd end up okay.
Oh, yeah. I'd do all right.
You do all right.
I'd do all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good story, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty good. I do love Jason Sudeikis. I think that guy's great. Every time I watch, he's not a person though where I go, oh, Jason Sudeikis is in it, I have to watch it.
Yeah, but every
Right.
time you see him, you're like, God, that Jason Sudeikis guy is incredible.
Yeah, and
Horrible Bosses? Horrible Bosses? Great in it.
great in it.
Yeah. We're the Millers? Oh, that's. I think it's like one of the top comedies of that era. We're the Millers. Him and Sandra Bullock?
Okay.
You don't think so?
You think that Sandra Bullock's in that movie?
Fuck. Jennifer Aniston.
Yes! Yes, man! Yes!
Yes, he made a mistake.
Yes! Dude, it's funny because I do it a lot purposefully, but also sometimes unpurposefully. Like the time that I came in here and saw you watching a Christian Bale movie and kept on thinking it was Matthew McConaughey.
Dude, you're watching Dallas Buyers Club?
And I thought it was Dallas
For
Buyers
2
Club.
days.
Yeah, and it wasn't just once. I did it twice.
You
I
did it
doubled
a
down.
lot.
Doubled down
Tripled
on it.
down.
Yeah.
You started doing quotes from a movie that you thought it was.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
All right,
Still watching it, huh?
Oh, yeah.
It was Ford versus Ferrari.
Yes.
They don't. I mean, Christian Bale was just skinnier.
Yeah. Not even kind of the same.
Yeah.
I make that fuck up.
Christian Bale is so British.
Earlier.
Matthew McConaughey is so American. I mean, they're just like kind of they're here. I'll give you this. I don't even think they're the different sides of the same coin. They're not even the same coin. No. They're like different mints.
But because of that, and then also, I mean, even earlier when I did it purposefully, where I said Russell Crowe rather than Russell Brand.
Sure.
Just like things like that, I do that. For you to say Sandra Bullock.
Yeah. That's not those guys aren't
instead of saying Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
Thank you. I needed that.
Those
I needed that.
The only difference.
Thank you.
The only difference. They're both hyper famous in the 90s.
Thank you.
White women, brunettes. That's not that far off.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
For not being that wrong. Could it have been Sandra Bullock in that movie?
Christian Bale and Matthew McConaughey
are so different.
Famous at the same time. Brown hair sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those women are both American.
Yeah.
Both did rom-coms.
Both these kind of sound American sometimes.
So Christian Bale's accent has gotten crazy. I think it's like because I think there was a point where it was like super British, and now it's become like indistinguishable.
Really?
Because it's like it's sort of British but sort of American.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's just like not. It is what it is. It's just it's like a British person who's lived in America his whole life.
Yeah. It's weird. So I just don't get why people hate on America so much, like outside looking in, when like everybody wants to be us. You know what I mean? They hate us because they ain't us.
Hate us because they ain't us.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Ain't us.
What the heck?
What the heck?
But yeah, it's crazy because British people just want to sound American. When they go into movies, right? Like, they don't use their British accents for a reason. When they sing, they don't use their British accents for a reason. Because they sound dumb. And, like, they're back-to-back World War losers. That's what they are.
Yes.
Yes. And we're the back-to-back champs.
Yeah.
Never lost.
Yes.
Undefeated, baby.
Yes.
Undefeated.
Or we decide we're done.
No.
Yeah, sometimes we're like, you know what?
Hey. No.
We're just, no thanks.
No. That never happened.
Well, I'm saying.
No.
The
Not
whole
for
thing.
us. Not
No,
for us.
yeah.
We would not do that.
No.
Yes.
No.
We win. If there's one thing America does, it's win.
We win,
We win.
or the game never really existed.
Yes, or it didn't exist. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. We're like
Vietnam who?
Vietnam is kind of like me playing Monopoly.
Afghanistan who?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Either I win or I flip the board
So,
or the whole table.
yeah. And that's a metaphor for a country being in despair.
Yeah.
We just flipped the whole board.
Flip it.
Yeah.
And then when you flip it, those pieces end up just still fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, those pieces that were on the board.
Hey, not my problem.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. It's pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
It feels good to get out to be American.
Oh yeah.
You feel like you're the greatest.
Know that we're the greatest.
Know that you're the greatest.
Yeah.
And does anything else really matter?
No.
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 Check out those Olympics.
Oh yeah.
Check that medal count. Check that gold count.
We win that medal count so much.
Every time.
It.
You know what China did?
Huh.
So, as you know,
Yep.
China doesn't recognize Tibet as a country. China sees Tibet as China.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know what Tibet is.
It's China.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So Tibet's another country, right?
Okay.
That's why Joe Rogan says it all the time. He gets furious about it. That's why in the Doctor Strange movie, they've changed the Tibetan monk to be like, it used to be the old Sorcerer Supreme. And
Okay.
that Sorcerer Supreme is supposed to train Doctor Strange. It's supposed to be a Tibet monk type character. They changed it to be Tilda Swinton because they wanted to appeal in China. And any mention of Tibet, axed it.
Out of there.
Out.
Really?
Yep.
And then, but some people took that as whitewashing, right?
Yeah, but instead it's just pro-China.
What is that Tilda bitch? What does she
Tilda
do?
Swinton?
Yeah, what does she do?
You ever see the line The Witch in the Wardrobe? She's the White Witch.
Oh, that's where I know her from.
Yeah, there you go, man. Yeah, I got you dialed in.
Yeah.
So, anyways, back to it. So, after... so China, in their media, was always like... They're promoting their athletes, you know? Like, obviously, they won't promote the overall medal counts because they got dusted.
Yeah.
But they were beating America in the gold count all the way to the very end until America, I think, beat them by 1 gold. So not only did we beat them in gold, but we beat them in medal count, right? When the official records were set in stone, they did not promote that they lost to gold. They promoted that they beat us.
Because they took Tibet's medals.
They took Tibet's medals.
Really?
Yeah.
How big is Tibet?
I don't know much about it. So, honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if after the fact somebody was like, hey, by the way, not Tibet. Like, it's like they say some other random country. It's not like Britain, Great Britain, but they're like, it's actually Great Britain. I could imagine. Like,
So you could have it. You're not very well versed in.
no.
this.
I'm 99% sure it's Tibet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Geography will never be my subject.
No?
No. You know what it is I think that too many history teachers are garbage. They suck. Because, like, they don't get you interested, ever. And it's
probably because they're not interested.
that's what I think it is.
Yeah.
I think that they just, like, don't love it. Because they have the best subject. Like, history is the best subject, right? Like, it, for sure.
For
should
you,
be
I never cared.
It should be the most interesting.
You would think because you can just pull so many dynamic stories from history to tell.
Yes.
And sure.
I mean, it's just storytelling.
Yeah.
Right? It literally is just like story time.
Yeah, but it's so boring because teachers are boring storytellers.
Yes.
The majority of the time.
Most of them. Mm-hmm. And, like, they don't even, like...
Especially the women.
They don't bring up the... Yeah. Especially them.
That's how I get you.
Wait.
That's how I get you joking.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I get you the goofs on the gas.
Yeah, I mean, they don't bring up any of the cool stuff, like farting and coming and shitting and stuff, like...
No.
The stuff that would really...
No, they don't really have a feel for that stuff.
Yeah, how did they jerk off in ancient Greece? You know what I'm saying?
How did they?
How did they? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I would have paid attention more.
Yeah, if you would have told me that. But like, it because of that, things like geography just always slipped my mind because I was just never interested in it. Because I think that I just never had like, maybe my last history teacher, the one that where I'd always act the fool in.
Yeah.
But even then, she was like out the entire time. Like,
Sure.
She was only there half the time, and that's it. Other than that, all the other teachers were just meh or bad.
So to start this podcast, I was going to tell you about the Jason Sudeikis story.
Yeah.
And I find it really interesting how you and I started. I feel like typically you are on your cell phone doing something, either watching TikToks or, I don't know, jerking off or something.
Yep.
But we just start talking right away, just go into it.
Mm-hmm.
And you beat me to the punch, and that's the reason why we started it that way. You started talking about our weekend, I think, arm wrestling.
Yeah.
You started talking about your thing right away.
Yeah.
And I essentially was waiting to... The only thing I had today was the Ted Lasso, Jason Sudeikis story, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I had.
Yep.
I think we did pretty good to get to the point of... That was my opener,
Yeah.
and it took me all the way to about probably like the 40-minute mark, because I think we're there. I think we've nailed it.
Yeah, we're at an hour.
Regardless of the viewership, I think this is pretty good. I think us talking...
We've got them pretty dynamic.
Yeah, I think. Well, it's I think we can hold a conversation that's at baseline interesting. You know, there might be some dips, but I mean, after doing this, I don't know, 116 times.
We're getting up to the 2-year mark, aren't we?
I think we're past the 2-year mark.
Really? What the heck?
Yeah, I think so.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't think it's I don't think we're bad at it. I think we're good. Just people don't give a shit because this podcast sucks.
Yeah. We are uninteresting.
Yeah.
That's the issue. Is that we had higher hopes for ourselves.
Sure.
Gotta shoot. We're shooting for the stars. Mm-hmm. Maybe like just underneath the clouds or something. That's where we should shoot for. You know?
At least getting up the hill.
Yeah.
I'd like to get up the hill.
Yeah. At least the hill.
Yeah.
The hill would be... I'll fall down it for sure. Mm-hmm. A bunch.
Yeah.
And roll for a while. We could get up that hill, though, I think.
Maybe one day. All right, we out of here?
Yeah,
I gotta
we're
pee.
done.